say hi to Kieran and Denise. So,
Hi.
hello.
Yeah. So what is really cool, because I know that we're finding that, I don't know if anyone, I know I've found this, but I don't know for any of you that have teams, that you find that if anyone new jumps on, and as soon as you mentioned anything about the fast track, that a lot of people can actually be, it can actually frighten them. Something that I have learnt through this biz is actually not everyone is motivated by promotions and bonuses. I mean, you know, for myself, it's taken me a long time to get that, because I'm the kind of person who is motivated by bonuses and promotions, because I'm very goal oriented, but not everybody is. And so something that I've found, and I've learnt just recently, actually from Lindsay, agent, is that it's really important when someone first starts that we have a conversation with them. So, you know, this can be even in the first few days that they start, where you really find out what it is that their goals are. So what is their main motivation? And you can do that simply by asking the question, so why is it you said yes to this business? And you'll find out in that moment what their motivation is, whether it is money, whether they are interested in going for the promotions and the bonuses. I mean, obviously, if someone is going to say to you, yeah, you know, I want, you know, $1,000 in my first month, you know, I want to smash this, you know, I saw the residual income opportunity, and I'm a real, you know, a high achiever or a goal setter or whatever, then yes, then they're obviously going to want to get their promotions. But, you know, a lot of people jump on because they just want to nurture people. A lot of people jump on because they love the community and they want to feel like they belong to a really beautiful community that's going to support them whatever, no matter what happens. Other people jump on because, yeah, they like to have a little bit of extra income, but it's not really their motivation. They're quite happy to kind of plod along and take their time. And if you come at them with, you know, like if they're like that and they're talking about, yeah, I just want to help my friends get better, you know, the money thing is not really an issue for me, and then you come in with, well, this is how we can get your promotion, we can, you know, you can fast track if you get it within this time and you can get this much money, it's really going to scare them and put them off. So, and this is something that I've found that, you know, if you want to inspire and encourage, you know, desire and vision in people, you've got to really talk about that vision. So what does that vision look like? And then meet them where they're at. So then decide, okay, is this, so you want this, how can we get you there? And so really looking at what's going to work best for them, especially when you look at their situation. So they might, you know, work full time and not really have the time to be able to put into, you know, really smashing their goals, because at the end of the day, you know, you really need to be putting in at least an hour a day to be able to really fast track your goals and your promotions. And if you're not willing to do that, then it's not really going to happen. So I don't know if that's helpful for you. I know that most of you on here don't have team yet, but it's certainly something that you can, you know, hold on to for future reference. I don't know how many of you have actually been asked that question by your upline. No one? You have, Moni? Great. Great. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you know, so Maxine knows where you're at, and she can help you. Yeah, and she can help you, and that's really important. So it's a really good, and this is, you know, this business is all about duplication. So we're actually duplicating the same thing. So whatever you learn from your upline, you pass on down to your new team when you get them. So, yeah. So where is everybody at? How is everybody going? Because I know some of you on here are fairly new. Anyone have any challenges you want to talk about before we go on to beliefs? No?
I think my biggest challenge is that because I've only just started the capsules, that a lot of my potential customers are waiting to see what happens with me. So, yeah, so that's my struggle this week.
Yeah, and that's completely understandable. One of my girls had the same thing, and she wasn't on them for about 2 or 3 weeks once she started. And people they want to really see your results because they trust you, they know you, they know that you're not, that you're starting something new, and they also want to see that you're consistent with it and you're actually going to stay with it too. That's the other thing. So, just keep doing what you're doing, Kieran. It's lovely. So just keep doing that, and you find that people will still be interested, and some people will jump on anyway, even with you just sharing and just being very open and vulnerable about what you're doing. Not everyone's going to want to see your results.
I think the other thing is it's good too. This is a good time to utilise the testimonial group that I put you into. If somebody's got a particular issue that they're looking to get help with, you can pop them in that testimonial group, and you'll see all the other people's testimonials around that.
The other thing that's really good too is using us. So if you know that anyone in your team has a similar illness or similar symptoms to what your potential is asking about, you can just say, well, I know someone in my team who's got whatever. We've all had some kind of illness and we've all had benefits from them. So whatever you're looking for, if someone asks you about the capsules and they've got a particular symptom and you don't have it yourself, so you can't relate to it, pop it in the Soul Tribe chat and ask, has anyone had these issues? Does anyone relate? And then, one of us is likely to have, yeah, I can relate to that. I'm happy to help you with that. And yeah, like Maxine says, the testimonial group's great, but it's better when you can say, well, I know someone, because it's, that means it's more truth. But the testimonial group's really good.
That's why we post other people's testimonials as well. That's a really powerful one too. I mean, I posted one on arthritis and I got a customer out of that, even though I don't have arthritis at all.
Well, I did.
I think you can share those testimonials out of that group. I mean, the majority of them will say you can share them, and that's a really good way to get interest.
The only thing with those, so Maxine, I will say that you can only share those from the testimonial group to a personal message. So if you have a potential customer that is interested in the product and has some symptoms that no one else has, and if you go into the testimonial group and Google and search in the search bar whatever the symptoms are, and you find a story that comes up with that, you can copy and paste it and send it to your potential in a private message, but you can't post those on your wall. That's the only thing.
I thought you could if you show their name.
As long as you're friends with them and you have actually asked that person directly. So that's why it's a really good idea to be friends with lots of juicy people, so that you can ask them, can I share your testimonial?
Oh, okay. I thought you could just take them out of that group if they had agreed to share.
No, you can share them, but only in a personal message. You can't share them on your page. You're not allowed to. It's part of the Privacy Act, apparently, or the privacy around JP.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you're friends with them, yeah. Sorry?
So is there a page where I can look for like general information about, like, the berry capsules are great as an antioxidant and the omegas are good for brain and heart and joints, and is there, for all of the capsules where I can get like a general?
If you go into Product Wiki in your VO, there's a whole lot of information in there. Lots of different information on the product, research and everything. So have a look. You could sit there for hours and go through it all, Kieran. There's a lot of stuff. So
That's what night shift is for.
But generally,
Are these under resources or quick
so
links?
no, you go to quick links, and then it comes up product wiki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get a really good testimonial before going ho, and I agree. Sometimes you need to just use the product for a while and see how it's affecting you and whether you're liking it. But then some people have been interested, but no one's really taken me up on it. And then some have given me times to contact them and then fobbed me off again, and you feel like you've hounded them when you haven't really. But yeah, it's just whatever pace suits you, really. It's your franchise, your business.
Yeah. So, sorry, I only heard some of that, Denise, because your internet's just cutting out a little bit. So you saying that you've got interest there in people, and you set up times with them, and they don't show on the times?
Yeah, even on a phone call, they just say, "Oh no, I'm actually going on holiday," or they make something up. So yeah, it can be a bit disheartening, but I'm just happy to still be using it and building up my own testimony and my family, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
I've never seen anything as good.
Yeah. I mean, you do get that. A lot of people will have interest, and then it's not the right time for them. And so sometimes for some people, it takes them at least 8 views before they'll actually really come back to you and order. So that can mean that, you know, maybe it's you've messaged them, that's 1 view. Maybe they've seen a couple of your posts, that's 2 views. So as long as you're posting on a regular basis, and even just touching base with them, Denise. So say a really good thing that I do is sometimes I do like a berry challenge. And then I will send my customers who have shown an interest in the past, I'll send them a message and say, hey, I've got a berry challenge happening at the moment, just checking in to see if you're still interested in having a look at them. It's the product. It's a really good deal at the moment. And it's amazing how it can just trigger, oh, okay, yeah, I might have a look at that, and then they might jump on a call with you. So you could try something like that, maybe.
Yeah. As I said, I think it's a fabulous range, and I'm more than happy to be patient and wait for people to contact me. But I do know I need to pick up on my posting and not be so disheartened for those ones that say they want to and then don't and stuff, you know.
Yeah, we can't be convincing people. They definitely have to be ready. So yeah. But you know, if you need any ideas, you know, there's lots of things that you can do. I even do things like offer to give away some shakes with every order. So that's
I might order another month. I might order just another month, so I have got them to do that.
Yeah.
You know, that month's availability is quite good actually.
Yeah. Have you run out? Have you, Denise?
Well, no, I've been using them. I've still got some. I'm not sure how long it's been. I think it's been over 3 months. Have I got another box of shakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've still got one more box. So but I didn't want to give away ones that I'm using myself.
Yeah.
But I might buy another box, and I'm going to try the Amigas as well. So
Great. So you're taking all the premium capsules now, Denise?
Yeah.
Fantastic. You noticing any other changes yet?
Oh, just the weight loss has been quite steady.
Yeah.
You know,
Great.
from the honeymoon cruise, which I actually only put on 2 kilos. I need to lose those and keep losing. So yeah.
Great. Awesome.
So all I think I've lost 5 because I had lost 7 and now I've lost 5. So that's still a loss of almost a stone. So, you know.
That's great. You've done well. It's fantastic.
Well, it's a good product. I'm impressed. Yeah. I commend you ladies for trying to help people and for using such a great range as well. It's a good thing.
So, Denise, you could, if you've got a good weight loss story, you can talk about the shakes. There's lots of good pictures of the shakes.
Yeah.
In the
You can also do a trial. You can also do a 30-day trial.
Yeah. And also talk about the program, the JBT program with the recipes from the Juicy Body Shred group.
Yeah.
So, you know, you could and post, well, you've done that anyway. You've posted some of those recipes. So, you know, if you've been getting a good weight loss result, you can certainly share that shake pictures.
Yeah, well, I still need to lose about probably another at least 10.
So are you using the program at all, Denise?
What do you mean the program?
The Juicy Body Transformation program.
No, I haven't been following it. I've just been taking the capsules and eating normally and trying to get out walking a bit more. So, but I haven't actually been doing a lot of walking. But you know, it's all good. I'm feeling a lot better and more energy and things.
So you are getting more energy. That's great. That's another really good benefit. Most people don't have much energy.
I'm less craving of sugary, carby type foods too, which is good.
Great. So you've got some really good benefits there that you can share. That's great. Really good. And also, if using the Juicy Body Transformation Program will really help you lose that weight, Denise, along with the shakes and the capsules. Because we have to be careful when we're talking about weight loss and the capsules. We can't actually, it's not a weight loss program, so we can't actually say that the capsules are helping you lose weight. But you can definitely share the Juicy Body Transformation Program. So if you're using that, it means it's going to be easier for you to be able to share it, and it's free. That's the good thing, is that you can be saying it's our free program.
Yeah.
People love that, you know, because I don't know how many women have tried some kind of diet that's cost a fortune, whereas ours is absolutely free. So, so definitely give that a go. Have a look through it. It's actually really, really simple to use.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to just have a little chat about belief now. And so there's just a little exercise that I don't know if some of you have done this already. So I'm just going to go over it again because it's actually really, really valuable for you to know where it is that your belief needs work. And once we know that, then we can help you in that area. So just get yourself, you only need a little notepad. You don't need a massive piece of paper and a pen. And I just want you to write down between 1 to 10. Think about where your belief lies in the product. So this is 1 being it's really bad, that you don't believe in the product at all. 10 being you think this product is bloody amazing and is the best thing since sliced bread. Right, and be completely honest. So 100% honest with where you are at right now. Rate yourself on the product or belief in the product. Okay, and then once you've done that, now think about your belief in the industry. So the industry being network marketing, where would it lie? Between 1 and 10? Rate yourself and be 100% honest, because I'll tell you what, my belief in the industry was pretty bloody low when I first started this business because I had a lot of really negative experiences from it. So if you are feeling like, you know, you're a little bit iffy there, then just rate yourself accordingly. And now the next area that you can rate yourself is your belief in the team. You know, where does it sit? Do you feel like you're completely unsupported at a 1, or do you feel like you've got like way, lots and lots of support around you on a 10? So where do you rate yourself there? And now where do you rate yourself in the company? So Juice Plus, the company, between 1 and 10. Where would you sit with that? And now rate yourself on the business. So this is your business.
So you're wanting us to rate how we feel about our business, or how we think we're going to be, or what do you mean?
How you feel about it right now.
Okay.
Where is your belief with it, Moni? And now the last one, and probably the most important, is your belief in yourself. Rate yourself there. Now, most people will have this quite low, so be 100% honest here. Because this is an area that most of us have to work on. Mine was pretty low. The industry and my belief was pretty low when I first started. So now just look at what you've rated yourself in, and what would be your lowest rating?
Myself.
Yep. Where do you sit, Kieran? What number have you given yourself? A 3. Yeah. It's pretty normal for most people when they first start. What about you, Denise?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah.
What's your lowest rating? What area?
Myself at the moment, which I rated a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
Okay, great. It's not too bad. That's good. If that's your lowest one, that's fantastic. How about you, Moni?
6 for the industry.
Oh, the industry. Okay, can relate to that. Where's your belief, just out of interest?
7.
That's not too bad.
It's getting me.
If you think about that, where you were sitting like a few months ago, that would have been a lot lower, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's great. You've done lots of work on that. How about you, Louise?
Yeah.
What's your low one?
My low one is network marketing and company. Only at a 5.
Both of them at a 5?
Yeah, so it's better. It's a lot better, and I got a 7 for my believing in myself.
A 7 for believing in yourself. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not too bad. How about you, Orla?
5 for believing in myself.
Yeah, I thought you might have that one, honey. It's really sad actually, because you guys are all amazing. Do you know that? You guys can totally do this. Because you've proven it. I mean, look what you've done, Orla. You know, you've got to STVF. Not many people do that. So that's massive. And you've done that because you've believed in yourself. You've got to this point where you've been able to do that. So in terms of believing in yourself, I think there's some really, really good stuff. There's some really good trainings on belief and helping you grow that. Kira is really, really good at belief. And one of the things that she talks about a lot around belief, and that is that you just have to do it. The only way that you can actually grow that belief muscle is by actually getting in action and doing it. Because by sitting back and going, oh, no, I can't do this, you're actually just procrastinating and making it bigger and bigger and bigger. But it's that old story of feel the fear and do it anyway. So by actually stepping in and doing the do, which I think we can probably, I know that Moni, you could probably relate to this, because I know that you struggled with belief, didn't you, to start with? And what do you think has helped you the most?
Unconditional acceptance that I am where I'm at, and there's no judgment. It's like when I realised, that sounds odd, but I had Oliver, my mum said to me, he's your child, you get to do what you want. And it's like with a business, it's realising that I can actually build it the way that I want to and at the pace that I want to. Some days it's a really good pace and other days it's not so good. But that's okay. I don't judge it anymore. I just look at it as something you said a while ago about coming from the heart or being cat. If you're feeling in a headspace and really trying to nut all out, sometimes that's not the best time to do business, because if you want to come from the heart space, you need to be out of your head.
That's right. That's right, totally. So, and it's really hard when you're feeling, because, you know, belief is all around. So what belief, when you don't have any belief in yourself, what that creates is it creates a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety. So it stops you from doing anything that you really want to do. And the way that you can change it in the moment is, like Moni talked about, is actually, I mean, for me, I've learned, you know, I used to do what you do, Moni, and I used to just not do anything. But what I found is that just creates a bigger monster, because it actually stops you from doing anything at all. And once you step out of it, it's actually harder to get back in. But, you know, if that works for you, Moni, that's great. But for me, what works for me is that I have to change the way I'm feeling and what I'm thinking in that moment. And it's taken a lot of practice to be able to do that. So instead, I think about, and limiting beliefs is another thing that I've found, that if you change those and you use your new belief as like a mantra or like an affirmation that you say when you're starting to put yourself down, going, I can't do this, I'm shit, what if I fail at this? And you just got to keep telling yourself that I am enough, that I am absolutely enough, that I can create whatever success I want, that I can make my dreams come true. So it's about making sure that you really do keep telling yourself the same thing over and over again. And you're going to sound like a broken record, but it's the only way that you're going to change it. And when you're saying it, what you'll find is you'll come up against your belief when you start doing something that's out of your comfort zone. So as soon as you start doing things, like in this business, obviously we have to step out of our comfort zone every single day, because we're doing stuff that we're not used to doing on a daily basis. You know, I remember the first time I started, I was like, you know, when you first start and you're all new to everything and people's going, you've got to have team, you've got to have team, you've got to be inviting people to the team. And I was like terrified. Absolutely terrified. I thought, oh, what are people thinking of me? What if I lose all these friends? What if they like, oh my God, what is Tanya doing? She's just an idiot. She's just, you know, I had all these thoughts in my head about what people thought of me. And at the end of the day, it was absolute rubbish, because I tell you what, when I first started, I had 300 friends on Facebook. I've now got over 1,000. In fact, I've got 1,100. So no one has unfriended me, and if they have, it doesn't matter, because I've gained so many more. And that's mostly because people will send me friend requests. I get sent friend requests all the time. So as soon as you're doing something that feels good to you, when you are being authentic and you are adding value in your own authentic way, people are drawn to you. People want to be around you. You are inspiring people, and people love that. So that's another thing about your belief, is how you grow your belief muscle is by doing what you love every day. So find something in this business that really lights your fire, that makes you feel like, oh, I'm doing something to really help someone, and step outside of yourself and go, how can I help this person today? How can I add value to these people's lives today? So, you know, I mean, thinking about the way I add value. So I love inspiring people to be more, to have more, to do more, to sit in their potential, and their, you know, and grow that potential so that they can choose that whatever they want and make their dreams come true. So that's the way I like adding value, and I do that through positive affirmations and helping people get through trying times just through my own experience, because I've obviously been through those difficult times as well. And so we all have an aspect of ourselves where we can share a part of that, of who we are, and create or add value to people's lives. So I mean, thinking about you, for example. So what is something that you, how is it that you add value to people's lives? Think about, you know, in relation to this business, how can you add value to someone's life?
I try and be authentic.
Yeah, which is? What's that, Moni?
Well, not pushing something on them, but actually listening to what they've got to say. Or people come up to me quite often and say, "You're looking so good." So I feel like I can actually generate a response that's authentic, rather than feeling like I have a skill that I do.
Right. So you're sharing from your heart.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Best way to do it. Absolutely. So when someone says to you, "Oh, you're looking great, Moni," you can say, "I'm feeling really good too. You know, I'm thanks to these amazing capsules," or whatever. You know.
Magic beans.
Yeah. I mean, that's awesome that you can do that. And so, anyone else got any other ways that they can add value thinking about the business that's actually going to feel comfortable for you? Because yes, you're going to have days where you're going to feel uncomfortable. It's normal. That's what this business is all about. You don't grow if you're not feeling uncomfortable. And something that Linda actually said just today or last night was that you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You have to go, okay, well, if I'm going to grow in this, if I'm going to learn and be better so I can give more to other people, I have to feel comfortable being uncomfortable. It's just going to be a way that you're going to be all the time. And as you do that, then more and more layers are peeled back from you, and you find that you're changing all the time. So for me now, you know how I was so terrified about inviting people to look at the business. Now for me, I actually love doing that. It's like one of my favorite things. I used to like procrastinate and leave it on the bottom of my DMO list, and if I ran out of time, I didn't do it, you know, and I'd go for weeks and not invite anybody because I was so terrified. Whereas now, it's the first thing I do. It's the top of my list, and I do it every single day, and I absolutely love it, because the way I see it now is that I have a gift that I can offer people. That think about if somebody hadn't actually offered this to you, where would you be right now? Would you have an opportunity to be able to grow your life or change your life or add value to your life? You know, would you have the opportunity to be able to grow income or travel or whatever it is that you want to do? So think about that, you know, you may have, you don't know what's going on in other people's lives, and they may be in a situation where they're tired of it, they're not happy what they're doing, they're not satisfied. And if you are that person that offers that light to them and says, hey, you may or may not be interested in this, but this could be something that that could really change your life. So, and that's what you've got to do, is actually take yourself out of the equation and think about them. And that's another really good way of growing that belief muscle. Because the more that you are thinking about someone else, the less you think about yourself, and the less you think, I can't do this, I'm not capable, what if I fail, and whatever other words that go through your head over and over again. Because we tell ourselves stories all the time, and those stories are not going to get you anywhere. You're just going to stay in the same place and be on a mouse wheel going around and around. So if you want to start growing your belief muscle, that's the best thing you can do, is keep doing that and come from your heart space. So when you come from your heart space, you're being authentic. So I know that I asked you this before, but, you know, I keep talking because that's what I do. So, you know, anyone else got any way that you, you know, love to share authentically, you love to add value, think about the business and how this works in with who you are?
Well, I was thinking for you, Karen, you're really passionate about the plant-based nutrition already. So I'm not telling you how you want to add value. But I can see with you already, you know, you're all the way there, really on board with belief in the value of that plant-based nutrition. So, you know, I can see you, you know, adding quite a lot of value in that way with your posting. You know, and I do a bit of that too. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think in some ways I've got to be careful that I don't come at it all from a vegan angle.
Yeah.
That the capsules and the omegas have health benefits for people who aren't vegan.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's the thing. I mean, we've got quite a good image somewhere in all our, you know, pages somewhere, where it says something like keto, vegan, lists all these different eating styles, and at the end it says, I think we can all agree that we need fruit and vegetables. You know, and that's sort of like the common point in all of these different styles of eating, isn't it? Keto, paleo, vegan. You know, it's the one thing that we all agree on. So yeah, I think you can do it in such a way that you're not sort of spewing veganism all over, because I have the same thought about that.
So with your belief, I know that, you know, Kieran, you said your belief was sitting at 3, was that right?
Yeah, I actually did the same quiz because Maxine gave me the 7 videos that I watched last week, and the scoring was in that.
Yeah, right.
So I actually based it on last week, and I guess it's because I'm so new that, you know, as you say, I've still got to build my belief muscle, and yeah. And that will come. I've got lots of people that I'm talking to, but nurses are a stubborn, stroppy bunch who will not be pushed. They will take their time. They will think. They will ponder. They are not easy to get money out of. So I accept all of that.
I've been friends with one for a long time, Maxine? My most sceptical friend.
But once I get them on board and they see the benefits, then they will stay. So, yeah.
Monica's a nurse too.
Oh, you are as well, Moni. Yeah.
Yeah, I relate to what you're saying, Kieran.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what? What you're doing is fantastic, Kieran, and you'll find that your belief muscle will grow so quickly because you're actually reaching out to people and you're in conversations with people. For a lot of people, that is the scariest thing ever when they first start, is actually talking to people in Messenger. Just reaching out and just saying, hey, how are you? Just having regular conversations without even the, you know, potential customer or team conversation. So the fact that you're doing that is huge, and if you just keep adding value the way that you can, and sometimes it's really hard for us to know, you know, like when we talk about purpose or we talk about some things that we love doing, sometimes it's hard for us to pinpoint what that is and bring that into the business, and that will come with time. But if you want to know what that is, think about this. Think about, if you could do something all day, you didn't have to worry about money or anything like that, if there was something that you could do all day without ever getting sick of it or getting bored, what would that be? And whatever that is, it's your thing.
It's my sleeping dog.
Oh, your dog.
I'd be with him.
Yeah, I was thinking that, Karen, if you get onto dog groups, and start friending people in dog groups. I personally find I'm in a lot of a few greyhound groups, and dog people are quite friendly. They're quite happy to friend you, you know. So that's a way, you know, I think that's a really good angle as well, you know, to be friends in there. But I was also thinking about you, Denise. Like, your thing is travel, isn't
Bye,
it?
Orla. Bye. Bye, honey. Thanks for jumping on.
We probably won't be travelling for the next couple of years, but that's okay because we're, not internationally anyway. But we will have holidays within New Zealand. But yeah, no, I've definitely got goals, and building my testimony and just finding, doing it properly, so it's a model that someone else could follow. It would be a good thing, yeah.
Yeah, but I was thinking, if you love traveling, which you do, that's a really good angle to take with the business, because the business gives you the ability to work and travel at the same time. So we do, we do find, and Tanya, that's one of Tanya's things as well, and it's definitely one of my reasons, is that flexibility. So that could be another way that you could meet and friend new people as well on Facebook through travel groups and things like that, if that's what you're interested in.
Yeah, I haven't done a new business card, but I'm definitely going to do something. I'm not sure that you're allowed to put actually Juice Plus Rep or anything like that, or Juice Plus franchise. But yeah, I think just putting wellness.
Yeah, I mean, you're better off trying to connect with people on Facebook, to be honest. People don't really, like, business cards aren't very effective.
I threw all my business cards out because people don't use them anymore. How many times do you get given a business card and you throw it in the rubbish? I do that with all of them. So people just don't use them anymore. And the best thing that you can give people is you can add them as a friend on Facebook, and then they can see what you're doing on there. So what we do is, if you meet someone out and you have a conversation with them, you say, hey, you on Facebook? I'd love to connect on there. And they go, yeah. And then you find each other and bingo, you've got another network created. And it doesn't matter if they never become a customer or anything. It's just that you're creating a network. They might know someone that wants the product or needs the product, and then they can pass them on to you or whatever. You're just creating networks and making new friends.
Yeah, no, it's great.
So anyone else want to Denise, I mean, how do you add value, honey? I mean, obviously you're using your weight loss story, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I did post about.
So anything else, any other way that you add value?
Myself?
Yeah, and how do you do that?
Well, I must admit my focus elsewhere up to now to a great degree, but I'll be able to do a bit more and focus a bit better now. Now I'm back from the honeymoon. I could get some stuff done, get it sorted. I've got a lot to sort out, and be able to attract the type of people who are interested in being well themselves and helping others.
Yeah. Well, use that lovely story that you've got. Use, the fact that you don't crave sugar anymore, that you've got a lot better energy, that, as well as your weight loss. But I mean, in terms of, most people are wanting to sleep better, have more energy, and not crave sugar. It's amazing how many people want that.
It's not until you don't have it again and then have it again you realise.
Yeah, that's right.
Even the colour of your tongue, is different when you're on this than not, I've found. Bizarre as that down. It actually, I've noticed that. Because I didn't take it on the cruise. You're not allowed to take food out of the country into other countries, and food supplements fell under food, as Brad pointed out.
Except that we've travelled for 9 weeks around Asia, and it's not a problem. You can travel anywhere in the world with Juice Plus. You don't have to declare it because it's actually not a food, and it's actually not a medication. So you can take supplements anywhere in the world.
I had that conversation with Brad, who just said it is. It falls under the classification of food.
It doesn't at all. Because we declared actual food. So we had like coconut lollies and stuff that we brought back, and we declared it, and they saw our capsules and like, oh, they're no problem, don't worry about that. So, and we hadn't declared those, but you don't need to because it's actually sealed, and it's actually in a supplement form. So that's why you don't have to declare it, and it's not actually food in terms of the food that they're talking about on the plane.
He said not according to the Food Act. But anyway, I had a couple of weeks of not having it, and now I'm having it again, and I've noticed change already. So
yeah, that's great. That's awesome, Denise.
Post about Denise, you can say that you didn't take it for a while and you really noticed the difference. That's really powerful thing to post about. Yeah,
that's something that Priska can do too, because she didn't take it for about 6 weeks because she shared it with her friends when she went over to Africa, and her skin broke out again and she was feeling awful again. So it's a really good testimony when you can go off it and notice the changes. So
my daughter's on the berries, and she went off for a while and got kind of a bit lazy about taking them, and then she said, I'm breaking out again, and my hair just doesn't feel perky, and so she jumped back on it. So but that can be a good experience sometimes to just see what happens.
So in terms of the industry belief, Moni and Denise, there's some really good links. Now, I think I sent them to you, Maxine. Did I send them to you? There's some really good links on belief training. Was it you, or maybe it was Kieran? I'll send them to you. I think I've got them here somewhere saved in my phone. So I'll send them to you. And the other thing is, read that really good article that Maxine put up yesterday. That was great. Wasn't it, Maxine?
Yes, I put an article up about network marketing, which was in Forbes magazine.
Can you put it in Soul Tribe, please?
Yeah, okay.
And tag Denise and Moni in it? Because that was excellent. That was a really good way of looking at network marketing, a different way of looking at it. I've also got a really good video that I will put in Soul Tribe as well, and I'll tag you guys in it so you can watch it. Another thing that's really good is Richard Bliss Brook. He does a 4-year career. It's on audio. It's really, really, really good, and that will help to build your belief in the industry as well. Rise of the Entrepreneur, Eric Warray, is also really good, except I think with that you have to subscribe to him on YouTube or Spotify or...
Have you got Spotify, Kieran?
No. I don't know.
No, that's okay. What about you, Moni Denise? Do you have Spotify?
No.
I can get it. I just have to get Oliver to get it for me because I'm on Linux. But I can get it.
You may be able to subscribe to his YouTube channel, Moni. So have a look, go on YouTube and type in Eric Warray and see if there's an option to subscribe. I think he's on YouTube, but you have to subscribe. You can't see it. You used to be able to see Rise of the Entrepreneur free, but you can't anymore.
Okay.
So try that as well.
Something I was thinking as you were talking before and listening to the other ladies, the other thing that's changed is because I'm on the capsules, my brain is getting better.
Right.
So it's like having that gradual feeling of waking up and then realizing what you're in And then, does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. You've
Yeah.
got clarity.
Yeah.
That's great, Monu. Yay. Are you on the Amigas as well?
No, because my sister gave me a whole pile, and she did it very generously and kind-heartedly, of some hemp oil omegas. So I've been resisting taking them, but I'm going to start taking them. I don't know why I've been taking them. But
yeah. Because you'll find that, you know, I know that Pete's found that the brain fog is just, he's so much clearer on the Amigas. Amigas are amazing for your brain. Yeah, and he sleeps a lot better too. So Kieran, if you want to know the general benefits of each of the capsules, I know you were talking about it before. Amigas are amazing for brain, eyes, heart, and skin. And berries are amazing for inflammation, eyes as well, and skin, hair and nails, and also the heart. Also, it's a natural detox, so it really helps the body to detox all the time. And then, you know, like all the other benefits of fruits and veggies, they're just like generally overall. So if somebody's got real kind of internal stuff going on, so if they're really unwell internally, then I would, you know, and if they can't do the premiums, I would definitely get them on the fruits and veggies. But if they've just got skin stuff going on and maybe their hair's falling out, or, you know, the skin's dry, I would get them on the berries, because the fruits and veg are really good for that general body stuff, healing from the inside out. I mean, they're all amazing like that. But, you know, it depends on people's budget. Sometimes, you know, they can't afford the premiums, which is sad because it's the best option. But you can also Google the benefits of the fruits, veggies and berries anyway, individually. In fact, Juicy Customer Support got heaps of information in there on the benefits of each individual ingredient in the capsules. So have a look in the photos in there.
Someone asked me the other day how many calories were in them.
So there people ask some really funny things, don't they?
I know.
There is actually
lots of good calories.
I know. But is there one like a calorie controlled or? Yeah.
I can tell you that. That's
yeah, because we've got that information. Yeah,
Maxine knows.
Maxine knows everything like that. It's the nurse in her; she can't help herself.
I know, and it's the nurses that are asking me.
yeah, they just have to know that stuff, eh? You know, like for me, I'm just a story person, and I'm like, if it works for someone else, I'm going, yeah, okay, it works. What is it? I don't need to know all that other stuff.
Okay, well, I can.
Wiki Maxine, is that where you found it?
There's an amazing. I'm making notes of all of the things I'm going to send out tomorrow. Except I've lost my bloody pen now.
Maxine, what I might do is I might send you all that stuff on belief in industry that I've got, because I sent, and there's some good belief videos too that Kira's done that I'll send you as well.
There's
and
actually
you can just save it and use it for your team. Sorry.
There's a file in Team Freestyle that's got a lot of products. So I'm just going to find that. But so in terms of the calories in Juice Plus, so in the fruit blend capsules, there's 21 kilojoules in two capsules, so that's like nothing.
No.
Yeah, that's not even a calorie. Isn't kilojoules like less than a calorie?
4.2 kilojoules is a calorie.
Wow, yes, so it's not even a calorie. Wow.
So it's 5 calories.
Yeah, about 5 calories.
So if you
We lost you, Maxine.
Oh, am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
So if you were taking premiums, 6 capsules, you'd be taking 15 calories.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's almost no sugar in them. They've taken out the process, removed most of the sugar. Yeah, but the amount of fat is so tiny you couldn't even measure it virtually.
Yeah.
0.06 of a gram.
I'm pretty sure, Maxine, you said a shake packet has as much sugar as a natural pear.
That's right, there's a pear. Or Katrina says that a shake has as much sugar as a head of lettuce. I think she says that.
Yeah. Well, that's because a head of lettuce you don't think it's got much sugar in it, so it's going to sound better, right?
Yeah. But I mean, a small pear, you know, most people wouldn't be that scared of the amount of sugar in a small pear.
That's true. Okay, so has anyone else got anything else to ask before we shoot off? It's been an hour. I don't want to keep you.
Oh my God.
What?
What?
I've just had my sister Facebook me that her husband wants to start taking this class as well.
Oh,
yeah. Is that
yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's good. That'll be good for him.
Oh, that's great, honey. That's fantastic, honey. Yay.
Yeah. He's got some inflammatory stuff going on, definitely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
great.
he used to come to me when I was doing Bowen. He's gorgeous. He's beautiful.
So
He's a lovely.
Is it someone that you've been in regular contact with, Moni, or just you've been posting?
Brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
So you've been in contact?
Yeah, because they live in Palmy.
Okay. Great.
So anyway, sorry, we just had to go Yahoo.
No, that's good. It's great. Let's all celebrate your win. How wonderful.
You're the customer. You're the high achiever in the customer department, Moni.
Yeah, I just have to get over myself and find some team.
That's all right. You're doing that, aren't you? Reaching out already?
Yeah.
You are.
I've spoken to a couple of people and I've been very clear no. So I spent some time with Maxine talking about it. So now I just have to.
Were they fine? They didn't unfriend you and think that you were, you know, the crazy bus lady. They were just like, yeah, no, they don't. In fact, it's so funny when the most of the time when I ask people and they say no, they say I really appreciate you thinking of me though.
Yeah, I've had most people say that to me as well. Thank you so much for reaching out, they say, or thank you for thinking of me. And do you know what helped me get past that? Is that, you know, when you think about it, is somebody losing sleep? Are they like lying awake all night thinking that bloody Moni, this, you know, how dare she send me that message and ask me if I want to look at something? You know, people are not doing that. They're like they don't have you in their head, you know, like they don't have a voodoo doll pricking you, you know, it's just, they just don't think about it. It's just, you know, another thing. And in fact, you know, most of them actually, you know, really appreciate that you think about them, especially if you're making it relatable to who they are and what's happening in their life.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to say to you, Moni, is every no is the next one closer to a yes. So the way that Linda describes it is she talks about the marbles. She talks about the white marbles and the purple marbles. So you imagine every time you ask somebody you invite them to have a look at the business, that's a white marble. And so you go back in, you know, that white marble, and they might say no, and then you go back in and you pick up another white, and you have another white marble because they might not even reply to you. So you go back in and you pick up another white marble, and they might not reply, or they might say no, and so you actually pick up 7 marbles, and they're all white because they're either not responding to you or they say no, thank you. And then you pick up a purple marble, and that's the yes. This is somebody that says, yeah, this is great, thank you so much. So, you know, it might take 8 to 10 people of no's or no responses before you get someone saying, yes, thank you very much. And Moni, that was you for Maxine.
Yep.
So that's why we talk about that consistency, that if we keep doing it every day, that we're actually going to get results. Consistency gets results.
And leaving your comfort zone.
That's right. And when you leave your comfort zone and you're consistent in it, you're growing your belief muscle, because the more you do it, the more you go, yes, I can do this. I'm amazing. Look how awesome I am. And you're actually proving yourself wrong. So that limiting belief that you have about yourself, that you can't do this and what if you fail, actually changes because you realize that you can do it because you're succeeding.
Yeah.
It's like changing the mouse wheel so that you're in control. You're standing on top controlling it rather than in the middle, you know, being out of control with it. So, yeah, exciting. Okay,
I've got a really quick diagram.
Yeah.
Which does go around Facebook, which I absolutely love. So I'll just quickly show it to you. I don't know if you'll see it, my horrible writing.
You're kind of frozen, Maxine.
Oh, am I back?
No, she's back.
So has everyone seen this? It's really funny. I love it.
Comfort zone, where the magic happens. Yeah, true. Yeah.
I like
And I
that.
tell you what, every time you step out of your comfort zone and it feels really hard and really scary, it's in that moment that things change for you and amazing things happen. So that is so true, Maxine. That is so true. The magic happens just outside of your comfort zone.
The thing I found interesting is building my muscle and my, you know, not getting over worrying what people think. Is I've been able to shift other things in my personal life that are nothing to do with the business hugely as well. You know, it's just grown me so much as a person. I've been able to deal with some other stuff in my life that I've never really been able to deal with before now. So yeah,
it's great. Good news. Good news.
Thanks,
So if you change something in your life, everything else changes as well. Okay, ladies. Well, it's been lovely seeing you all on here. Go Thrive Junkies.
Yay! Thank you for jumping on.
Love it, Maggie.
I know. Yay!
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I'll send you a bunch of stuff tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.